Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, bellied up to the bar and thirsty for another round of sweet, sweet psychic EXP as our quest for the volunteer continues in XCOM: The Long War. And, you know, behind the bar there is an alien shaking his head at us and demanding our keys in the hopes of 86ing our hopes of ever activating the Gollop Chamber. But that's not going to happen because we're a much more stubborn drunk than that. Instead of handing him our keys, we're going to refuse, give him the finger, and then stagger outside to climb into our Sky Ranger and swerve off into the night so we can endanger our lives and the lives of others. Because that's what we do here at XCOM. I mean, our very existence sort of endangers the lives of others because we're kind of careless with explosives on occasion. And we endanger our own lives because, by and large, we're just a group of unbelievably punishing, stupid idiots. I mean, really, we're the greatest threat to ourselves, let's be honest. But, you know, that's the way we roll in this XCOM project, so I think probably what we should do is just, before we get a chance to wrap this Sky Ranger around a pole and end up as accident footage in a Highway Patrol-sponsored driver's education video, we're just going to head on up to Mission Control and get to scanning. Because on a long enough timeline, we are eventually going to crash the Sky Ranger. So let's get to work here. Firestorm complete, that's fine. And in all seriousness, though, if you ever find yourself in a situation where a bartender cuts you off and asks for your keys, don't be a Mel Gibson level asshole. Just hand him the keys and let somebody call your drunk ass a cab. It really is a win-win sort of situation. There are two benefits. One, you don't wind up in the back of a cop car hurling racial epithets at a cop and ruining your career like Uncle Mel Gibson did. And two, no future high school student ever has to wind up watching some paramedic hose bloody chunks of what's left of your skull off the interstate pavement in that Highway Patrol-sponsored driver's education video. Nobody wants to see the inside of your brains. Nobody wants to see that. Now, I know that ordinarily this sort of PSA would be delivered by Kelsey Grammer with a nice little star and a More You Know logo coming up after it, but Kelsey's busy, I think, on the set of the new X-Men movie today, so he couldn't come in to film this particular PSA, so I'm filling in for him. On the plus side, though, he did get to check off 4 hours of his mandatory community service for that particular announcement, so well done, Kelsey. We're going to do a little aircraft maintenance here, though. Garrett Fernandez, our carrot top here, picking himself up a Firestorm. We don't want him stationed in North America, however. As you can see, Banjo Thompson already on the scene. And Banjo has a plasma cannon right now, but he will swiftly be equipped with a fusion lance. And Banjo Thompson with a fusion lance is just an impenetrable wall of awesome. There is no force in the world that's getting beyond Banjo. So we're going to move Carrot back to Asia, which is where we originally snatched him from, I believe. And then his replacement, Raven 20... Well, we were going to send Raven 22 to North America, but we're actually not going to do that. Because somebody in Mission Control gave a rookie a fucking plasma cannon. And whoever that was, I assure you should be quaking in your boots because you're going to be fired, but we're not going to let this stand. Raven 22, our zero-kill rookie who doesn't even have a name, is going to go with the fucking laser cannon so that when he gets exploded into a giant flaming ball of wreckage, the only thing we're out is the credits we spent on the plane and the laser cannon. And we'll save the plasma cannon for Carrot once his transit time is complete. Also, this jumped up rookie, I'm telling you, straight out of fucking training camp, and the guy thinks he's immediately entitled to the best equipment, the best of the best. You are not the best of the best of the best, Raven 22. You get the bargain basement budget equipment that's barely good enough to scrape by because you're an FNG. Our trusted and true pilots get the good stuff, man. That's just the way shit works. You gotta pay your dues, son. Don't get to run with the big dogs until you learn how to run. And also are a dog. Anyway, let's get back to scanning. Alright, so some TIE training completed. I don't even remember who this is. Oh, it's Reb Brown. Reb Brown has failed. Wow. Surprising. One does not normally expect failure from the immortal madman Reb Brown. He's usually much more competent than that. I mean, guy was in Space Mutiny. Not only was he in Space Mutiny, he stopped the fucking Space Mutiny. That's what Reb Brown does. Although I guess even in Space Mutiny, Reb Brown did fail. I mean, he did let the Professor get killed. That's why he and Spider Skank were at odds at the beginning of the film before they fell in love and had a 12.5-pound pork roast. I mean, they were a little combative at first because Reb did let the Professor die. So let's just assume that this is Reb's letting the Professor die moment so that he can be inspired by the loss, rally himself, gather his intestinal fortitude, and, you know, kick a whole metric fuckload of ass for the remainder of the film. And then let's get back to scanning because I'm running out of Space Mutiny references. Old brick pork steak there. We'll just let him do what he wants. No, Nigeria. No, I can't say no to this. I can't in good conscience say yes. I mean, I can say no because I'm going to say no. I'm not giving you 2 power sources for 2 engineers and 155 credits. It's just no. It's a ridiculous demand. No. No, the answer is no. Always no.
Contact detected.
So we got a small UFO over Argentina. Alright then. So the question is, do we send up Charlie Brown here or Panzer Vol? Which, I gotta say, I hope Panzer Vol is just a great big huge fat guy, because that is the greatest name for a fat pilot of all times. I mean, fuck Jeb Porkins. That is, I mean, that's just mean. But if Porkins' name had been fucking Jeb Panzer, that would have been cool. You would have actually been upset when Porkins got shot down, not just going, haha, fatty got blown up. Yeah, I'm on to you, fucking Lucas. That's a cheap fucking trick for some easy laughs. Naming a guy fucking Porkins who's fat and then having him get blown up so everybody laughs when Fatty falls down. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool. Anyway, we're going to send Peanuts up. Mostly because this way when Peanuts fails, and he's probably going to fail, but when he does fail, we'll have an excuse for it. We can always just blame Lucy and say that she yanked the football out from underneath us, because that's what Lucy does, because she's a fucking bitch. Peanuts, buddy, this is not going so well. So Peanuts can't avoid getting shot in the mouth over and over and over. Not very good. I think we're gonna send up Lawn Dart to finish this off. I don't really trust Panzer. Let's send someone competent enough to do the job. Go get him, Lawn Dart. Also, with the amount of damage that Peanuts did pile on that, and he did put some on there, so this guy should be easily dealt with. I gotta assume that this guy's probably just gonna explode, which is fine, sort of. Yeah, there we go. So, Peanut dealing a death blow. That's, you know, it's suboptimal, honestly. We would have preferred to have had it crash as opposed to explode. But them's the breaks. You can't win them all.
Complete.
I'm actually not sure what the particular mechanics are behind explosions and crashes. I think they only explode after they've taken a certain amount of damage, and I think critical hits play a big part in that. 2 scientists for 10... No, we don't need scientists at all, ever, actually. We're done with the scientists. Seriously, literally, any scientists you send me at this point are going to be sitting on their hands, so I have no real need for them. I'll give them a 10 Seeker Rex India just so I don't have to sell them. That's fine.
New promotions available in the
Everybody's failing. What's going on, guys? Come on. This is, you guys are at basic level psychic training shit here. Sorry, Alan Alda, but you don't get to go back in the tube, because we got Jesse Tool Pusher James, who needs to go in the tube, and he's more important than you, Alan Alda. I hate to break it to you, but nobody likes you, Alan Alda. Nobody. So here's our council report, then.
Extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project.
Really, Optimus Prime, because we actually did worse this month than we did last month.
Recent results were beyond our expectations.
You are a fucking flattering bastard, Optimus Prime. All you ever try to do is butter us up. It doesn't matter what we do. I'm pretty sure I could just let every UFO go and then come to the council chamber and shit on your desk, and you would still tell me I exceeded expectations. Fuck you, Optimus Prime. Seriously. Also, if you noticed 3 UFOs, why didn't you fucking tell us? If you know that there were 3 that escaped, why didn't you tell me they were down on a planet so I could have done something about it? You just gonna let them go? I'm telling you, this Optimus Prime guy.
We will be watching.
Why do the Autobots let him lead them? Really? They should just fucking mutiny and go work for Megatron. At least that guy has a consistent message. I mean, sure, he's a giant dick and he wants to eradicate humanity and whatnot, but at least his fucking message is always on point. He doesn't waffle back and forth like Optimus Prime. Justin Bieber has failed. Wow, no one wants to be psychically powered, I guess, is the lesson. That's kind of the takeaway from this, is what we're getting. Nobody gives a shit about their training. We've gone soft. Maybe we should institute a more harsh policy or penalty for failure. Maybe when these guys come back, we should, maybe we should fine them. Sort of like a Major League Baseball thing. We could fine them for bad performance, or, get your ass back out there, Bieber. I think that's like the 3rd time you have failed. Granted, though, Bieber's percent chance of success is very low, but statistically, that one should have succeeded, because that's like his 4th try. Sure, why not China? I don't need muton corpses.
Contact detected.
So we've got an abduction mission, then. Okay. We could probably shoot this down. Also, aliens, please, leave the fucking Nigerian people alone. Leave them alone. Cut them some damn slack. You guys are just unbelievable. I mean, seriously, Nigeria is getting bullied hard here. Let's face it. The aliens are bullying Nigeria, and I, for one, am not cool with that. Stop the bullying, aliens.
Pursuit.
Knock that shit off. Candyman has no chance of shooting us down. Zero.
We lost the bubble.
He also managed to get shot twice, despite the fact that my goal was to simply send him up and then immediately have him abort. He was basically set to wave at the aliens and still managed to fly into 2 blasts of plasma. So, fantastic job there. Just land the UFO. Thank you.
Commander, we're tracking
A
several
swarming
reported
abduction
abductions
mission.
via the hologlobe.
Seriously?
I've got the coordinates locked in.
Where did the aliens get the resources for that? I'm genuinely curious. Anyway, we should have our A-team back on set, so this should be an opportunity then for Tara Reid, Lindsay Lohan, and possibly John Leguizamo to make their next Psychic EXP level, which would give us the opportunity to shove Lindsay Lohan into the tube when she comes out. What's our area of operations look like? 1 or more small structures in a remote location. That could literally be like any one of 12 different maps. Let's send a sniper, though. I think we'll probably be okay with that. And you know what? We may send the exact same team we sent last time. I don't really see any compelling reason to not. So it's going to be Rob and Rihanna Fenty, who's even properly geared for the mission. Actually, everybody, if we just pick the same people, they should all be properly geared, right? No, Lindsay Lohan's still not wearing the right stuff. Okay, well, that's fine. We can re-equip her. Archangel armor, then, for Lindsay. We're going to give her her patented plasma rifle. Scope, laser sight, high-capacity mags will complete Lindsay's kit. Lindsay needs exactly 102 Psychic EXP to bump her up to the next level, which is the point at which she should be at least eligible to learn mind control. So, Lindsay, 102 is what you need, and 102 is what I expect you to come back with. Understood? I know you're in a somewhat alcohol-fogged haze, but, you know, I'm not exactly dictating to you the Magna Carta and expecting you to be able to recite it by rote. What I'm saying is, get 102 Psychic EXP, period. That's it. It's your only goal for the entire mission, so do that. Reflex cannon, a psi grenade that I won't fucking remember to use because I always give them out and then immediately forget to use it. So there's that. Tara Reid, got her sorted. Tara, Psychic EXP, also your priority. And speaking of priorities and Psychic EXP, where's John Rat Leguizamo? Because he's going on this mission too. Where you at, Rat? He's hiding, cowering in the corner like the rat that he is. Come on, John Leguizamo, buddy. You've been in some hairy situations here. A swarming level alien abduction mission shouldn't be anything. You shouldn't be afraid of that. Be a brave rat. I mean, come on. Fight like a rat, man. Fight like a rat. Plasma rifle for the rat. His aim is good enough to merit the big boy gun. Battle scanners and med kits. It's got Johnny L sorted. Let's get an assault trooper to run parity here with Tara Reid. And I think we're going to take probably a quality level assault. Oh, we're absolutely going to take John Flansburgh. John Flansburgh is still not a Master Sergeant, so he's very, very close, however. This will be the mission that levels him. Archangel armor then for the Flans. Going to give him a reflex cannon. Let's give him walker servos, breaching ammo. Of course, in case of Muton, bring breaching ammo. That's the rule. John will be in fine shape there. We're going to give John an arc thrower. Who else do we need here? What are we missing? We got sniper, infantry, scout, medic, assault. We need a gunner and an engineer. Gunner is going to be... I'm actually tempted to take Katie Firework Perry on this one just for the EXP. I think we took Katy Perry on our last mission. You know, we might be a little better off perhaps with someone slightly more experienced than Katie. Sorry, Katie. I mean, I know you've been around the block a time or two, but I think we're going to go with somebody who's had a few more swings at somebody who's been in the plate and seen a little more action on the majors than you are. We can't really trust the rookie with this one. We're going to go with Paris Hilton because, let's face it, when it comes to seeing action, Paris Hilton has seen more action than all of our other troopers fucking combined. That's actually a lie. I was talking about her sexual activity because she's promiscuous. But what I'm saying is that 41 missions, actually, Paris is no rookie. Also, she's been porked a lot. Not that that's a bad thing. I mean, hey, she's entitled to do whatever she wants. That's cool. I'm just, you know, making an observation. It wasn't an indictment of your character or anything. Just merely a statement of fact. Kesha Siebert's going to be our engineer on this one. And the reason we're going to take Kesha, of course, is because we would like Kesha to sort of stay at pace with Lindsay Lohan. She is going to be the booster that hopefully allows Lindsay to successfully capture, and rather, not capture, but mind control and ethereal. Vortex armor, plasma carbine, battle scanners, and grenades. That's got Kesha sorted. And for our mech trooper, probably going to be Charlie Hunnam, because he still isn't a Master Sergeant, and we would still very much like him to eventually be a Master Sergeant. So, there's that. Paladin 3, railgun for him. Double proximity mine launchers. We will take the electro pulse just in case we run into a sectopod or something. It's not out of the question. And that's got him sorted in. Actually, I think our last 2 abduction missions have had giant sectopods, so it's going to be to our benefit to have the electro pulse on hand. But that's our team, so off we go. Let's go get stuck in. Aliens bullying some poor Nigerian folks. We got to go stop them. Gonna be like that Australian kid who was getting bullied, who just picked that little scrawny bastard up and pile-drived him square into the concrete. Kid's my fucking hero. Anyway, let's pile-driver some aliens.
Listen up.
Oh, hey, this is a map we don't often play.
Nigerian interior for the next operation.
Operation
Panic is
Rotting
spreading
Spark.
throughout a major city as the aliens move through the streets.
Kaduna, Nigeria. You know, I can't actually naysay you on this one, Bradford. I don't know enough about Nigeria to know whether Kaduna, Nigeria is in fact a major city or not. So, you know, bully. Way to use obscurity to your advantage, Bradford. Nice little Tony Scott-style long intro aircraft porn here. This footage was going to be in the set of Top Gun 2, but then Tony unfortunately passed away, so they thought they'd recycle this footage somehow, and it wound up in XCOM. Here comes our team. Very low-angle drama, kind of J.J. Abrams sort of approach there. I gotta say, that was pretty dramatic. Well shot. Kudos to the camera operator on that one. Hey, Rihanna, why don't you take to the air here? Did you say packin' snot? Is that what you said, Rihanna? Because I swear to God, you said packin' snot. I'm not sure entirely what that means. Do you have like a cold and you have a runny nose? Is that what you're trying to get at?
I'm on the move.
I'm not sure how that helps us against the aliens, or why you would say that. Is it like a preliminary excuse to so we understand why your performance is less than what we expect or hope for? Hey Rihanna, how come you were shooting so bad? Oh man, I'm packing snot. Just so much snot. Gallons of the shit, really. Did that trigger enemies? I honestly can't tell. There's one. No, it did not, because Rihanna could not see anybody from her high vantage point, so clearly it did not reveal enemies. Let's take L low over here and see if we can use her cloak ability. Alright, so she's going to stay cloaked. No enemies there, so we're going to double move with Lindsay Lowe. That's fine. Wouldn't mind having Kesha chuck a battle scanner here. Kesha could throw one basically a country mile for us, so we're going to have Kesha whip one out here and get the toss. Come on, Kesha, what the hell? So you can throw it 1,000 miles, but that being, you know, you still got to throw it exact gap. Fine. No, it's fine, Kesha. You want to be that way? Just double move then. We'll have you try and do something useful next turn, I suppose. What to do with old Raleigh? Yeah, Charlie Hunnam, why don't you just take up a nice position in the middle of the field here? Play a little nose tackle for us and guard the center. You can go on Overwatch. John Leguizamo, head over here. You can put some nice distortion field down for us. Dr. Worm. Not a real doctor, of course, but he is a real worm, an actual worm. Let's send Dr. Worm up to... Oh, Dr. Worm, your pathing is terrible. Thanks for boning me, Dr. Worm. You couldn't have gone around that vehicle? Seriously, you needed to go around the vehicle. Well, on the plus side, we managed to soften up the drones, and that Seeker can't cloak because we've got sort of troopers in the interim. We're in a very, overall, terrible position, however. 260% chances, I will take that. So the Megapod is once again on the scene. Gotta say, we're getting pretty damn good at dealing with the Megapod because, fuck, we're getting plenty of goddamn practice. Rihanna's gonna get a kill here. That is one dead Seeker. Man, she domed him right in the side of the skull. That was a nice shot. So what's the drone gonna do? Take a double move? He's gonna spot for the giant Megapod. He's also gonna miss Dr. Worm. So that's it then? Nope, we've got more aliens. What do we got here? Floaters. Great. So we're gonna fight the whole map at the same time, effectively, is what's gonna happen. Pod collapse. It happens even on abduction missions. What the shit? I have no idea what this thing is doing. He's gonna shoot Charlie Hunnam, that's fine. Well, okay, it's less fine now, because Charlie took a considerable amount of damage from that shot. Why do you keep cutting back over there? I'm genuinely curious. Alright, so we're in a, we're in a bit of a pickle here. Actually, it's not even a bit of a pickle, it's a very serious and major pickle. Charlie, do you have heat warheads? I mean, I know you have double tap. Do you have, like, if heat warheads, you do not have heat ammo, though, right? No, okay. So we need to have you be throwing proximity mines then. That's going to be your most useful ability. Let's do that. But if you would, don't stick it to the building, stick it to the sectopod. There we go. This guy has an abundance of health, I think is probably the best way to describe his health total, would be to say that he has an abundance of health. Of course, he is immune to panic because he's a robot. Wish I had robots on my team that were immune to panic. This is going to hit John Flansburgh. That's not good. We should probably take steps to try and avoid hitting John Flansburgh if at all possible. John's going to open this door. He should have some shots, actually, after this grenade hits, because all this cover should be going bye-bye. I have to assume that Kesha is going to just straight up destroy it, and that's centered right on him. This is the best damage we're going to get out of Kesha, and probably, in all honesty, Charlie Hunnam. Although, really, we should have had Charlie Hunnam move before we... That was some suboptimal play. We should have had Charlie move to a safer position. John Flansburgh with an 83% chance to hit. That's, frankly, fucking terrible. So, can we take this guy out this turn is the sort of operative question. Paris Hilton does not have heat ammo, so she's a bad choice to have brought on this mission, because as you can see, hit with both shots and did a massive 6 damage, and reactive sensors is going to... Oh, this is real bad. Luckily for Paris, she managed to avoid the incoming fire. She did actually take note of the incoming fire, which is unusual. Would not have been surprised if she had simply forgotten it. We can't really move Lindsay Lohan. If we move her... Yeah, this is a bit of a tough situation. We're going to have the rat just go ahead and take a shot at this drone. We need it dead. So, of course, John Rat Leguizamo promptly fucking misses. That's fantastic work. You should stay cloaked, Tara Reid. Yes, Tara Reid did, in fact, stay cloaked. She has a 9... Okay, please kill this thing, Tara Reid. There we go. Alright, so Tara Reid is in the zone, and... Well, I was hoping she would stay revealed, but... No luck. She's got a 52% chance from here. You know what? That's good. Debating whether we should take it or just stay on Overwatch. In all honesty, probably the better move would be to just stay on Overwatch. We're going to have... That's only half cover? Fuck. Lindsay Lohan is in a bad spot. I mean, the best move really probably with Lindsay Lohan is just to have her stay where she is and stay concealed. Actually, I think that's probably what we're going to do. Riri is going to take a nice little double tap shot at our friendly neighborhood Megtopod. Megtopod? Kind of like that. Megtopod. But she's got a nice little... Oh, you know what? Fuck disable. We're doing a disabling shot him. This will save Charlie Hunnam's life.
This won't feel too good.
Yeah, because his weapon got disabled. And since he has a disabled weapon, we can afford to go to town on him. I mean, what else is he going to do? Just walk up and stomp on us? I mean, he could probably, in all reality, walk up and stomp on us. That wouldn't be entirely out of the question. But I don't really think they're coded to do that. So I don't see any reason to hold back. Man, this guy's got a lot of fucking armor. I'm beginning to wish we had brought a chemical grenade, because we may need the chemical grenade in order to do a significant amount of damage to him. That second shot missed, which I have to say I find quite surprising. Charlie Hunnam's going to self-rescue here in a moment. Just stay away, floaters. God damn it. Yeah, that's a real problem, actually. I mean, we can probably kill all the floaters, but the one thing we're not going to be able to do is kill all the floaters and also be able to deal with this sectopod. So here we go. We're going to take Charlie Hunnam up. He's going to use the EMP for us. We have no choice. We've got to disable this big bastard. So this should be some reasonable damage. There you go. So 8 damage, and he's disabled. That's going to let us take some nice shots with our remaining troopers. We're actually going to move John Leguizamo for specifically a better chance at some cover for a few of our troopers who are a little bit exposed. I'm really not that worried about the floaters. Let's have everybody concentrate all fire on the Superstar Destroyer. It is the... Oh, shit. I forget that reactive sensors works even when targets are disabled. We got very, very, very fucking lucky right there. Very, very lucky. Very lucky. I'm gonna say it again because that's how goddamn lucky we were. We were very, very fucking lucky. So we're gonna have Paris Hilton take a couple shots here. More for the shredding, really, than any other considerations. L Low's going to take a crack, and then also a rapid fire crack. And you'll note I am completely ignoring those floaters. I'm probably going to have Rihanna kill 2 of them. We really need to get this sectopod dead. Nice critical, Lindsay. The miss, less nice. Considerably less nice. Kesha's got to move. That's okay, though. We can afford to have Kesha move thanks to our disabling here. So we've got that working for us. The question here is, do we throw a grenade? Yeah. I was going to say, I was curious whether I should throw a grenade or maybe just try and panic or mind fray one of those other guys. But honestly, that grenade is going to be some of the better damage we have available to put on the sectopod. That's a kill for Riri. So score 1. That's a dead man. Also, the frequency with which we've been encountering these megapods lately is somewhat disturbing. We've been getting a lot of these things. A lot of them. Open the door if you would, Tara Reid. I have to assume that Tara Reid's going to be able to do some pretty fine work for us with her in the zone ability right there. No double tap shot from Rihanna, so let's see what we can kill. 82%, 66%. This guy's much more likely to die. So let's take this shot. Bam, that's a kill. Target disabled? I don't think he's disabled unless you can't. Well, you know what? I'll give you that one, Tara Reid. Death is definitely a form of disability. Also, some psychic EXP for Tara Reid. This floater's gonna shoot. Yeah, panic shot, because I really hate that floater's panic reaction is shoot. That seems really, really unfair. We want to get 2 shots from Dr. Worm if we can. I don't think we're going to... Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say, I don't think there's a spot where we can get him both into cover and still have 2 shots, but that's actually not true. We can put him over here next to this giant burning fuel tank. So we'll have him take cover next to a giant tank filled with an unknown, potentially flammable liquid, even though it's on fire, because I'm fucking stupid. When it explodes and John Flansburgh dies, we'll know precisely how stupid I am. Answer, I'm very stupid, but still. I gotta feel our Megapod friend here is about to go down. He's gotta be on the ropes. Floater taking a shot at... No, he's suppressing John Rat Leguizamo. That's acceptable. Let's see what this guy does. Double move. Alright, so we caught a little bit of a break there. I really feel pretty certain that our sectopod friend there has reached the end of his rope. We could probably kill him with just a grenade, but he does have reactive sensors. That's the thing to remember. So we're going to take the shot with the person least likely to hit, or the least likely to get hit and the most likely to survive in the event that we didn't get the kill. Fortunately, we got the kill, so we don't have to worry about it. Another 4... Was that... Who was that took that 4 damage? Was that... it was Dr. Worm. Dr. Worm's tough. He can take it. That's fine. We're not that worried about it. Dr. Worm can withstand that sort of damage. He's a big tough guy. We rely on Dr. Worm for a very good reason, because Dr. Worm is damn good at his job. That's the reason. So who do we want to panic? Not that guy, because he will shoot us. Let's panic the suppressing guy. Now this guy is going to shoot. Floater panic reaction is fire. As bullshit as it is, that is it. Nah, he's shooting at... He's shooting at Tara Reid. That's not going to do him any good. Can we get Lindsay Lohan in a position to get some Psychic EXP? That's our main concern here. I think the answer is probably no. Lindsay actually is out of ammo anyway, so it wouldn't necessarily be the worst idea in the world. Just have Lindsay cloak up and reload.
Ready to rock.
Apparently, reloading reveals you. I did not know that.
I'm rolling.
It's interesting. Tara Reid. Oh, come on, Tara Reid. Oh, Tara Reid has boned us. Oh, she boned us hard. Oh, Tara Reid, come on. That is awful. Dr. Worm hasn't moved yet, so Dr. Worm is going to be able to get the hell out of Dodge. Lindsay Lohan is no longer concealed. This guy's got to die. Can Dr. Worm get there? Yes, but all he's going to have is a single shot. Alright, Dr. Worm, you got a run and gun for us. I don't like to ask this of you, because this is a very dangerous proposition, especially considering the fact that you're already wounded and now flanked by 2 guys. Well, piss. Dr. Worm is probably fucking dead here. Oh, he's definitely dead. If that had hit, we had an outside chance of saving Dr. Worm. But since that did not hit, we have 0 chance of saving Dr. Worm now. We've got the double... Well, If that had hit, we could have got the kill, and Rihanna could have cleaned up the mess, but unless Rihanna gets an unbelievably huge critical here, which she did not,
Running dry on
Dr.
ammo.
Worm is probably dead. We are going to be able to double tap and get the kill on one of those units, with all likelihood. We really needed that other shot of yours to have hit, Dr. Worm. We really needed that one, man. We sincerely needed it. We can't get a flank shot. Charlie Hunnam is going to have almost no chance of doing damage at all. Kesha, I don't suppose you could hurl a grenade that far, can you? Nope. Also, you would hit Dr. Worm if you did, so there's that. This guy is not panicked. We're going to go ahead and make sure he is panicked. Psychic EXP still our priority, even though Dr. Worm is in a pretty dire situation. That leaves us Charlie Hunnam and Tara Reid. Tara Reid, we could have... You know what? Let's have Tara Reid go to town on a few of these floaters, just to kind of clean up the map a bit. Got a lot of guys here, and we need to get rid of some of the chaff. So much for in the zone. Really, the only thing we could possibly try and do... I would love to take Charlie Hunnam, run him up here, and have him go into one for all to get cover. That would be one of the greatest things we've ever done in our XCOM career, but it's not going to happen. He can't dash and go into all for one. He just can't do it. 36% with a 10% chance to critical it's not good enough. So what we're going to do, we move him there. Who else could be down now? I was going to say we could try and move him around, but that's just going to get him shot by a whole bunch of people instead of one person. So what we're going to do is try and make him the attractive target for this guy so that he doesn't shoot Dr. Worm. He should get target priority since he is flanking, and he can take the hit. Got a lot of panicked aliens here. That's fine. This guy's going to shoot at Charlie Hunnam. Unbelievably surprising miss. Thin men at this late in the game usually have very, very high aim. They almost never miss. I'm very surprised that that shot did not connect. I have no idea why he chose to suppress Charlie Hunnam unless they were going to try and use a psychic power on him. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And based on where this guy moved, I have to assume he's going to shoot at our, yeah.
They're repositioning on us.
We have that, oh. I'm at a loss for words because that was so fucking lucky, it makes no sense at all. Clearly, the aliens don't take into account the existence of Archangel armor, and I, for one, am very, very glad of that fact. So we're going to move Paris Hilton very slightly just so she can get a chance to reload. All day, Lohan, you gotta come give us something here, Lindsay. We gotta get some work out of you. Oh, Rihanna. She's out of ammo. You know, that's okay, though, because she has lock and load, so she can still get one shot for us. We can still get do something, and I think that something is going to be pick off that guy who's sniping from the rooftop there. This also is the guy that has Dr. Worm suppressed. And while it didn't get the kill, it did lift Dr. Worm's suppression, so we got that working for us. Bad shot, bad shot, bad shot. So we could take 2 bad shots or 1 flank shot. That's an interesting proposition, one which I think we'll revisit in just a moment. Oh, Dr. Worm is out of ammo. Well then, Dr. Worm, you need to scamper to safety, sir. This guy's going to get a shot. Dr. Worm does not have lightning reflexes. We got lucky. Man, okay, we're getting crazy, crazy lucky here. I've made like 3 huge mistakes, and none of them have managed to successfully burn me. We're getting unbelievably lucky here. So Dr. Worm gonna take a reload. Very, very lucky. We're getting very, very lucky here. We're gonna take a flank shot at this guy in the hopes that we can get a critical and a kill. Also, this eliminates some of the incoming fire on Charlie Hunnam. Can't miss, 60% for the crit. There we go. Charlie gets the kill. Alright, so Charlie, big in the clutch for us right there. That was a bases loaded... it wasn't a bases loaded grand. I can't really say it's a grand slam, but it was definitely a bases loaded 2-run double, at least. It was like, yeah, I would say it's about a 2-run double. I don't know whether I want you know what? Let's move John Leguizamo to a little better cover. I don't like the fact that he's in half cover. John does not have fantastic shots, and since that shot's going to be free for Tara Reid, there's almost no reason to even take that one. I think what we'll do is just go for the Mind Fray here. Little Psychic EXP for the Rat, just so he can pile on a little more. There we go. He's got 1 for us. That's acceptable. Tara Reid's going to do a little bit of shooting clinic for us. Boom. Dead guy. Oh, where was that critical last turn, Tara Reid? Fucking 15 damage now. Another kill for Tara Reid. So Tara Reid goes 2 for 2. She's now out of bullets.
Back online.
Gonna have her reload. And she still has an action, of course. And we're gonna have her launch a mind fray at this gentleman. This could theoretically get a kill, actually. It didn't, but that's fine. We've got a huge aim penalty on that guy and vastly reduced his movement, so that's acceptable. Lindsay Lohan still needs to panic something. And it's going to be this floater. Actually, it can't be that floater. It's going to be this thin man, like I was saying. That floater already panicked, of course. And I 100% knew that. So that guy has every penalty in the universe now that he's panicked. That just leaves Kesha. Do we have anybody besides Kesha? No, absolutely not. So, Kesha, why don't you just drop a grenade then on this floater? There's no other advantage, actually, or anything really for you to do, Kesha, so... Just destroy his cover, do a little damage for us, that'll be fine. Or you could straight up kill him, that's also good. I mean, I'm not picky. If you want to just eliminate him from the planet, I am fully on board with you eliminating that guy from the planet. Not sure where the hell that guy even fucking came from. Excuse me, Mr. Thin Man, where were you hiding, sir? He's gonna spit some useless acid at Tara Reid. How dare you destroy my wall and spill my priceless acid? Oh wait, that acid was not priceless. In fact, it was completely useless. Clearly, this is not the last pod, though. Based on the delay between movement activations, we've got some more aliens lurking somewhere nefarious. So we're gonna have to be a little more cautious than we might have expected. Dr. Worm, what the hell can you... Oh, okay. You can see something but not shoot at it. Dr. Worm could run it now. I was going to say he could run and gun up there and maybe take some shots, but that's patently untrue. Dr. Worm does not have run and gun available. We can see 3, 2... Where's the third guy? 1, 2... that guy is on there twice. Alright, Dr. Worm must just have that. He probably has the bug wherein enemies show up, even though they're already dead or eliminated. But in the very... well, actually, I was going to say very unlikely, but that's not true. In the somewhat unlikely event that there are 3 up there, we're going to throw a grenade here and eliminate all their covers and just make them as easy to kill as possible. Okay, there are in fact only 2, otherwise we'd have seen more damage bubble pops from that particular grenade. We'd like John Flansburgh to get the kills if possible. I mean, I don't think John Flansburgh can fail to level as long as he survives. And that kill is just going to help make sure that he definitely levels. There should still be 1 thin man up there. Debating whether I want to come at this aggressively or not aggressively, and as is my particular habit, shall we say, I'm going to favor not aggressively. You don't have jump boots, do you? Nope. Okay.
I'm on the move.
So if Charlie Hunnam has jump boots, we'll jump him up onto that roof, but he does not have jump boots. Really, all we need for him to do is see the enemy. Or did one of them die? Maybe one of them died. Actually, the grenade might have killed one. It's not out of the question. Let's have Tara Reid go peek in this window. She sees nothing. I don't know why she's revealed suddenly, but we're going to put her on Overwatch. If there are no enemies to spot her, she should still be invisible. Bring Lindsay Lohan up here stealthily. Lindsay spots nothing. We've got Riri, who we're just going to drop into Overwatch. And Rihanna has assumed the mission position. She hasn't moved and has been still dramatically effective for us. Okay, so clearly there's an unpopped pod somewhere. There's either an unpopped pod or a Seeker who has been cloaked for a very, very, very long time. Bring Paris Hilton over there. Have Kesha go take a squat behind this box. I think we're going to have Kesha throw a battle scanner for us. We'll chuck it into this room and see if there are any enemies in there. This should spy him out. Kesha, of course, a master spy. There's it's Tinker Tailor Soldier Kesha is actually how that little paradigm actually played out originally. Kesha was the original spy in that particular paradigm. I don't know if this is going to pop a pod, and I think, not certain, but I think if it doesn't, we could actually have Charlie Hunnam possibly stick a proximity mine over there. It's going to be one of his longer, it's going to be one of his longer pops, but we can do it, so this could wipe the pod. When they activate, if they take a reaction move, which I think they're compelled to do, that could eliminate them. Now the question is, do we... Well, it's too late, but the proper question to ask before having launched that proximity mine would have been... Yeah, John Flansburgh actually can't see anything. That's a straight-up bug. We're just going to put him on Overwatch. But the question to have asked before we sort of did that would have been, do we want more Psychic EXP for our troopers to try and milk it? The answer to that question actually would have been a resounding absolutely we do. In fact, want to milk it for every single fucking iota of Psychic EXP. On the plus side, though, we may run into a situation where the proximity mine activation doesn't kill all of them and we can panic and shoot the rest. Oh, there we go. So 3 badly wounded thin men are all that remains. They are now activated and clustered down in one tiny chunk. So the opportunity does exist for some Psychic EXP here. Wow, those guys regenerate a lot. So we can only see one. I'm not sure why the camera is bouncing around to every single one of our troopers. I'm not sure what they were hoping to achieve there, but that's okay. Alright, so Kesha can see all 3. Kesha, deliver a panic for us, if you would. That guy first would be a fine place to start. Alright, that thin man is panicked. He has hunkered down, as expected. Kesha actually can hit those guys from here. That's remarkable. So let's get Lindsay low in a position to... Lindsay can't... Alright, well, Lindsay has to go last then. Tara Reid, open this door. Gonna want you to throw some panic for us as well. Why don't you... You won't be able to see him from there, will you? Probably not. So why don't you move to there instead? You're still completely camoed, so we're gonna have you panic that gentleman. Tara Reid emerges from the foliage, cloaked like the predator, to deliver death unto her prey. Like the Black Widow spider, Tara Reid cannot be stopped. Mostly because she's fucking cursed beyond belief. Unbelievably cursed, that Tara Reid. She's the most unlucky human on the planet. And as a result of moving that guy, we can now get Lindsay Lohan into position. Lindsay Lohan also going to uncloak like the predator with a little bit of Psy Panic here. Lindsay Lohan likewise emerges from the foliage to panic her chosen prey. Lindsay, once she has panicked her chosen prey, will approach, ram her ovipositor into the delicate thorax of her prey, and there she will deposit her eggs. Anyway, so we've got a panic guy who ran really far away. I think we'll just go chase him down with Dr. Worm.
Solid copy.
He's not an offensive threat any longer. Charlie Hunnam could do stuff. You know what, he doesn't have... I was going to say, if Charlie has a regular grenade launcher, we'll take it up there and have him shoot it, just to try and destroy these guys' cover. But that can't happen. Oh, I was actually... Oh, never mind. I was going to have him... use his Electropulse. But that's also apparently out of the question. So John Rat Leguizamo also going to try and advance just to sort of get on in a whole Psychic EXP party that we've got going up here. Everybody getting into position. You know, let's just have Riri go ahead and soften these guys up, or just straight up kill them. Whichever one. We've got plenty of opportunity to screw around with these guys. We'll have a double tap here. We'll switch targets just to try and minimize the chance that we kill one. Rihanna, not going to be denied a kill, however, is going to put one through the ears of one of those thin men. Right through the ears, man. Seriously. In one, out the other. Well, it went in one ear. It came out the other side of the guy's entire head. Wasn't really a ear-to-ear sort of thing. She just destroyed his entire cranium. Kesha can't mind Frey. Can she mind merge with anyone? She can mind merge with, I was going to say Paris Hilton, but clearly that's not the case. Alright, L-Low, you can see a target. Go ahead and mind frame. Here's where we're milking the EXP, folks. We're yelling at a panicked Chocobo. Looking to rack up those job points and get as many calculators on staff as we can. Kesha, how come you can't... a little disappointed in you, Kesha. A little disappointed.
Moving to position.
If you're going to be Lindsay Lohan's sort of booster, you gotta do better. You really do. Well, just go ahead and take this shot, then. It won't get a kill, even if it hits. It also didn't hit, so we don't have to worry about it.
That is not good.
Yeah, Rihanna, you're fine where you're at, my dear. Rihanna has already executed the Mukami maneuver for this particular mission. Her job is done. There's nothing left for us to do but wait and see her back at the castle. John Rat Leguizamo, line of sight on the enemy would be useful. So, of course, you're going to deny me that. Because you're a jerk. Oh, you can see him now, huh? Yeah, that's fine. Jerk.
On my way.
Let's take John Flansburgh in here and just kill this guy. I don't want him becoming unpanicked and a problem at some later date, so we'll just murder him. It's a monstrously huge critical for John John Flansburgh. We're going to have him reload. Tara Reid's going to pick up some more cheap Psychic EXP with a little Mind Fray here. We're piling it on this guy. His psychic assault is unrelenting. Our troopers are really piling it on him. Anybody else who wants to get in on that action? Anyone at all? Charlie Hunnam, if only you could get in on that action, but is that going to kill him? Probably not. Hopefully it'll destroy this cover. Nah, it didn't. Yeah, he's going to heal some next turn anyway, so that'll be fine. Paris Hilton, you can just hunker down, actually. In the unlikely event that he becomes unpanicked and takes a shot, we prefer he not shoot you in the face. Just put Rihanna on Overwatch. Alright, Alien, what are you going to do? Stay panicked and hunker down and regenerate 4 health? Well, that's pretty much exactly what we expected, to be honest. So it's a mind fray, then, from John Leguizamo to get rid of 1 of that health.
You're gonna wish you stayed home.
I think he probably already wishes he stayed home, Dr. Worm. I mean, things aren't exactly going well for the little guy. Paris Hilton does not need EXP or kills. Lindsay Lohan has all her abilities on cooldown. I don't think there's a target to mind merge with for Kesha. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not sure how Charlie Hunnam is already psychically active because he doesn't even have a psychic power, so it doesn't really make any sense at all. Anybody else in a position to deliver some psychic? No. Alright, let's just have Dr. Worm close it out then. No point lollygagging. Dr. Worm, of course, convinced he can still see 2 enemies, despite the fact that there are not 2 enemies remaining. That's going to be end the mission for us.
Another one.
There we go.
Good work.
So, Kaduna, Nigeria, saved from the bullying alien bastards. We have eliminated them completely and stopped the bullying. We have, in fact, stopped it. So, suck it, aliens. You're going to pick on somebody. You pick on somebody your own size and leave little Nigeria alone. You will never, never get their lunch money while I am in charge of the XCOM project. It's just not going to happen. The lunch money is ours by rights. I mean, we have a satellite over that country. That's our lunch money. You're cutting in on our action. We can't have it. One more mission successful, and John Flansburgh finally ranking up to Master Sergeant, where he will get the lightning reflexes that I always assume that he has, and as a result may not die the ignominious death that so many of our assault troopers typically suffer. So way to be, Dr. Flansburgh. We're Dr. Worm, John Flansburgh, Dr. Flansburgh, whatever the fuck your name is. Build a little birdhouse in your soul and just be glad you're on the team. So Dr. Worm finished. We've got plenty of troopers available here, so it's 6 days for Tara Reid, John Leguizamo, and Lindsay Lohan. And we are going to take a quick look just to... I love that the giant mectopod only counts as just 1 sectopod, right? Seems like it should count for like 3. Anyway, we got 1 meld, I'm not sure how. Weapon fragments, Illyrium, bunch of shit we don't care about. 115 credits and panic down in Nigeria by 2, which we likewise don't care about. The only thing we actually care about here is taking a look at Lindsay Lohan to see if she's got the magic... You've got to be kidding me. She's 20 fucking short. Son of a bitch. That's just a kick in the dick, really. You could have just square on kicked me in the nuts with a pair of steel-toed boots, and I honestly probably might have preferred that to seeing her be 20 short. The Rat Leguizamo earned himself a trip to the tube, though, so we've got that going for us, at least. John Rat Leguizamo going to pick up Camouflage, which is going to make him almost immune to damage when we so choose to do it, since he's a medic. Did Kesha? She made almost none. That's alright, Kesha. You're just a booster anyway. Alright, then. So we got 1 more mission, at least. So we're looking at a minimum of 13 days, at a minimum, before we can put Lindsay Lohan back in the tube. That's... unfortunate. It's going to be at least October 17th. I very much would like to get her with the mind control ability and hopefully mind control and ethereal before the end of the year. I would like to be on the temple ship before we hit the 2-year mark, because after the 2-year mark, the aliens are going to be real fucking tough. That might make the temple ship really sort of unwinnable. Anyway, my musings aside, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.